Hello everyone, Patricius Juwandono again here. Today our topic is how to make a test specification. A test specification is basically a document that contains the specification of the test that you have made or the test that you are trying to make. It will be useful for other people who are going to use your test for the future purpose or simply to check whether your test has been all right or still needs some improvement. Okay, so let's dive to my Word document slide. So this is the test specification for a reading test. So I take reading test as the scale to be tested here. Yeah. Notice the elements that should go into a test specification. First is type of test. Type of test is reading comprehension. Purpose of the test. The purpose is to measure the ability to understand literal and inferential comprehension of a written text. See, you specify the type or level of comprehension here. Literal, which means explicitly stated, and inferential, which means that the test takers have to infer what lies beyond the words. They have to infer the implicit statement or facts that are not explicitly stated. That's implicit statement or implicit idea. Yeah. Now this corresponds to level B2 on CEFR. See, this is a specification of language proficiency. I will present this on a separate video, but suffice it here to say that the purpose of the test is to measure an ability, reading ability, which is suitable or which is parallel to level B2 on CEFR. Yeah. And then the target test takers is office staff of a law firm. So this test cannot be given to, say, for example, senior high school students or college students or even elementary school students. The target test takers are those people, those staff, those employees in a law firm. Yeah, that's the target test takers. This is important so that you will not mislead people who are going to use this test. Yeah, by this statement, we have stated that only people of this type should be tested and not any other people. Yeah. And then the input is the stimulus, is what the test takers see and work on. The input is two expository texts about social science and law. Yeah, so this is a topic, social science and law. Each text containing around 700 words. So that's what the test takers see on their test paper, or on their test screen if it is presented online. Two expository texts containing around 700 words. And it should be about social science, not about physical science, not about biology or chemistry, but about social science and law. Yeah. And the readability level, this is the difficulty level of the text, is equal to Flash Kincaid grade level 8. This means this is a measure of difficulty level of the text. It is called readability level. You can find it out using your MS Word very easily. Flash Kincaid grade level 8 simply means that the text can be reasonably understood or comprehended by people who have spent 8 years of education. Yeah, that's the meaning of Flash Kincaid grade level 8. Of course, the higher the number, the more difficult the text is. Yeah, because that will also mean it's also equal to more years in education. Yeah. Okay, the visual means that is there any picture, is there any chart accompanying the text? And here Yes, there is one chart for each text, and that represents the statistics in the text. So there are numbers described in the text, and the numbers are summed up in a visual. It can be a pie chart or a bar chart. Yeah. So that's about the text. And the test format is 10 multiple choice items, and each of the multiple choice items is worth 5 points. So if it is correct, the test taker gets 5. If it is not correct, 0. Yeah. And then followed by 5 short answer items with each worth, oh, this is not 20, this should be, say, 10, yeah, not 20. So in total, it makes 100, yeah, 100 as a maximum score. 5 short answers items, each item is worth 10 points. If the answer is correct, absolutely correct or perfect answer, it gets 10. But if it is less correct or there are some slight mistakes here and there, it's not 10, but maybe less than 10, maybe it can be 9 or 7 or 5. Yeah, so this is a rather subjective format. Yeah. Here, this is an objective format. Here, it is subjective format. Yeah. And then the scoring method is the multiple choice items are scored objectively with reference to an answer key. See, the answer key should be there, must be there in order for the scorer to determine whether an answer is wrong or right. If it is correct, if it is right, it gets 5. If it is wrong, 0. Yeah. And then what about the short answer items? The short answer items are scored by a professional, yeah, not layperson, but a professional in English and law, who knows law and also knows a bit of English, who scores according to a predetermined answer key. So he or she will score the short answer items according to a predetermined answer key. The answer key contains some possible answers which are considered correct, and by referring to the answers, by referring to the key, the scorer can assign the right score for each of the short answer items. Yeah, so for example, oh, this is perfect, okay, 10. And then the next paper, oh, this is not very, the answer is not very clear, okay, he deserves 8 or 7, and so on like that. So the second part of the test is rather subjective in the sense that it is based on the scorer's opinion, it is based on a scorer's judgment, but which is anyhow still guided by the answer key. Yeah. Okay, so that's an example of a test specification. Yeah, I hope this has helped you understand how to make a test specification. Of course, a test of a different skill, different language skill, will call for a different format, different details. Maybe the format is just the same, but the details that go into the format will be different. For example, if you are making a test specification for a speaking test, you have to write down the input. You have to write down the test taker's response. Are they going to respond by clicking, checking a list, or writing, or saying something? That's important to be detailed in the test specification of a speaking test. But hopefully I've given you an overall and general description of how to make a test specification. Good luck. Goodbye for now.